We've got 4 games that are going to be going on all at the same time. So we've actually got a couple of community casters. So Lag versus Marsborn is over on the A stream. We've got Upmind with Khaleesi versus Game Hunters. Energy versus Derpy Diamond Dudes is being hosted by JRT. And then we get M80 versus Cooking.
We're so lucky.
We are
lucky. Very lucky, I think. I didn't think we would see M80 on the B stream. I thought they would be A stream rules, but that's just how it works, I guess.
Well, the problem is when you have Energy, Lag, Marsborn, M80, Khaleesi, Game Hunters, you kind of need all the streams you can get. And so I very much agree with... Oh, I think we have turned flat.
Oh, damn. That's tough.
Production? Are we good? Do we need a refresh somewhere?
Yeah, sounds about right.
Oh.
That's pretty average for St. Clair. Not trying to throw shade, but it's been a problem for a bit, unfortunately. Well,
so we're in,
we've been relegated to 240p.
144p.
144p.
Unlucky.
Oh well. I mean, we still got like 7.5 minutes to go before we even need to think about streaming. So I mean,
yeah. So the hope is that we can...
Wait, what?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. The frame. Well, I hope that. I'm taking that as a compliment.
Well, I want to talk about what's going on, but at the same time, it's kind of like, what's the point of talking when we're gonna look like this? So we're just gonna chill here.
We're just hanging out. We're just hanging out. Like I said, we were doing research anyway, so such is.
Well, that gives us more time to do research. So I was looking up to see who's on HLTV for this Cooking Esports. Hambuga played for the Graveyard Shift back at Fragadelphia Block. So I actually got to cast in that event. I did not get to cast that specific game.
But you know who he is.
I know who he is. Graveyard Shift were an interesting team. They were a mixed team of Calamity, Mira, Cute Dog, and NBG. And Mira is playing on this with a mixed team again. And I don't know if Cute Dog or Calamity are here, but NBG definitely a character. He's fun sometimes, Can't hate too much just because of what he did last year, but he's an interesting character, that is for sure. And then on the other side of things, Cameron, so CMRN, because there's a spelled different ways, where we could totally get Team 5 Camerons, I bet. Well, so I don't know how much Twitter you do. There's... So... the first one was Messioso pointed out that you could make Team 5 Nicks. Following that, I was like, well, here's Team 5 Nikos. And then there was another one that was really good that I need to find. But it's just funny that you could have all of these one-name teams.
Do you prefer the one-name teams?
I think it would be funny.
Yeah.
I did have to cast Lag when they had Nyx and YYX and Nyx and ICX, who's now on Complexity. That was fun. The big thing for that was you would take NYYX and just call him Quinn because it's his first name.
Sorry, I'm watching the main stream right now.
We're just watching Big D walking around.
Just walking around.
Like you do. Yeah, so Marsborn versus Lag is going to be a pretty hype matchup. I'm hoping that we get as hype a matchup here because I do think that Cooking, they should have a good chance, right? I was looking at their previous ratings. Last season, unfortunately, they weren't able to make it into playoffs. This season, they brought in Hambuga to cover for, it looks like CRN. and they're off to a 2-0 start, so that's good. I think it was funny to see his announcement that he's an honorary French Canadian.
Is that something you want?
Is it? I don't know,
I
Chad.
don't know, man.
You decide. Do you want to be an honorary French
Do we
Canadian?
like the French Canadians? Depends on who you ask.
Don't. I would be afraid of messing with them.
Depends on who you ask.
I
know you shouldn't. You shouldn't mess with them. Do not mess with the French Canadians.
But yeah, so that team is going to be, as you can see on HLTV, you've got. Wait, hold on. I had it. So it's going to be Hambuga, Cameron, Sarcasm, Naro, and Kicking. And so the two players on the team are Hambuga and Cameron that have previous outings. Cameron actually played in the PGL Astana qualifier with a mix. So that was Hula Gangsters, and they did beat Supernova Comets. That was a bit of an upset, playing with Luke 4K, Savior, Supa, and Reaper. Honestly, a solid-looking team. They ended up losing to Might and Chicken Coop. Both of those games went the distance, went to a full 3-mapper. So I think that you do have some experience on this team that you can really ride on, and there's an opportunity for Cooking to come out ahead. I think they're going to have their work cut out for them. I don't think it's going to be easy. Map-wise, looking at what they've played already this season, so Cooking have got, I just mentioned they've got their 2 wins. Cooking have played, and this is going to be before the map pool changes. They've played these 2 maps because next week it's going to change. So they went to overtime against Vireo Pro on Ancient, and then they 13-8 against Green Tea Party on Mirage. As for M80, their map pool, I mean, we're almost certainly they're gonna want Ancient. But we don't actually have that many maps for the last few months with M80, so we kind of have to rely on some older data. They haven't seemed to be one of the teams chomping at the bit to grab Overpass. Oh wait, do we have bans already?
There's no way.
That's the HLTV page says we have bans already. It says we've got Dust 2, Ancient, and Inferno.
Well, if that's true, then how do you feel about it?
Well, I mean, Ancient, I just told you about Cooking going to overtime in their advanced match. M80. Oh,
well.
Sorry.
Forget what we said.
Forget what we said.
Forget what we said. Pretend like you'll be surprised when it happens.
Yes. Yeah, I'm just trying to get through some of the various. So we got, let's see, Boop Boop Gang versus Crodies is going on. That's going to be, so there's the little L going on as well. So there's going to be a lot of games happening. We can see chat in the game. And you know what we can see is King talking about poutine, and then Lake is poutine, more like poutine.
L take, I'm afraid.
Fair enough. Short drive. No, it's not. All right. Well, the game will be forced live at 1:51, so we should get picks and bans. We should get the works coming in soon.
I'll put my laptop away in a second. Actually, try and be, get a professional caster stuff going. I don't know.
Good luck.
Only the best for the B stream, right?
Yeah. Well, it's okay. I'm sure people will start arriving as the game actually starts. So, Hula Gangsters for Cameron. We got Cooking as well. I don't know. They competed in PGL Astana. They had a good run. There's some experience on the Cooking side. I don't think it's going to be a 2-0, but I think that regardless of the map choices, I think that M80 are going to be the ones to come out on top.
I would have to agree. We were kind of talking about it a little bit before. I think Cooking has the potential to steal some rounds away, and maybe make M80 sweat a little bit. But I still feel like we're gonna see M80 on Sunday in the pretty far in the tournament.
Yes,
I would
yes.
feel pretty confident in saying that.
I think M80 are going to be in the top 4. Honestly, it's really tough to tell with some of these teams where they're going to end up. I did get to watch BetClick Apogee dismantle another team. And just looking at scoreboards, like the Polish teams are doing well. Fluxo, wait a minute. Are Fluxo not in the top 8 or top 16? Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Yes, they play later on. So just looking at the matches. So we've got 4 matches going on right now. We're going to have 4 more right after. So the matches coming up, we got BetClick versus Zomblers. We got Chicken Coop versus Tsunami. We got Blue Jays versus Notorious. And Fluxo versus In Control. So just looking at it, we got... And Game Hunters are also... So all of the teams that came in from Brazil and from Poland are ending up in our top 16, which I think is something that was pretty predictable. You're not going to show up to a LAN if you're coming from somewhere far away if you're not thinking you're going to